welcome address and the vision setting address.
Jai Jagannath, dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Mohan Majhi ji, Honorable Union Minister, New and Renewable Energy, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, Honorable Minister of Power, Government of Delhi, Shri Ashish Sood ji, Honorable Minister of State for Energy, Government of Rajasthan, Shri Hiralal Nagar ji, Chief Secretary, Odisha, Shri Manoj Ahuja ji, Principal Secretary, Energy, Shri Vishal Dev, Senior Advisors, Energy and Climate, Tony Blair Institute for Global Change, Mr. Pierre Noel, Professor Anup Singh of IIT Kanpur, distinguished MLAs in the audience, dignitaries, officers from Government of Odisha, representatives of Tony Blair Institute, researchers from IIT Kanpur, and the officers from the various states who are present here today. I, on behalf of the state government, would like to welcome all of you to the land of Lord Jagannath. It is my profound privilege to extend heartfelt gratitude to each of you for making this journey to Odisha to grace this Global Energy Leaders Summit. Your presence here today illuminates not just the gathering, but our collective vision for a sustainable energy future. I am deeply honored to stand before you in the inspiring presence of our Honorable Chief Minister, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitments to Odisha's development continues to guide us towards new horizons of progress and prosperity. Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, we are deeply honored by your presence and grateful to you for your leadership in steering India's renewable energy revolution. To our distinguished energy minister from Rajasthan and Delhi, your insight and experiences are invaluable as we chart the path forward together. The fact that we have traveled all the way to Puri speaks volumes about your commitment to collaborative action on energy transformation. This convergence of visionary leadership in this land of Lord Jagannath is indeed auspicious and fills up with great hope. Before our discussions begin, I wish to share why India's first GELS started from Konark yesterday and has today moved to Puri. Konark has always been more than a monument. It is a place where art, science, and power of nature come together. Our ancestors understood the language of the sun, the rhythm of the tides, and the flow of the wind. They used this knowledge to build a temple that is precise, imaginative, and timeless. Konark reminds us that India's relationship with energy did not begin in modern times. It has been part of our civilization for centuries. So it is fitting that our journey towards a clean energy future begins at the Sun Temple, the Ark Khetra, where solar promises meet winds, tides, and rich mineral strength. From Konark, the summit has now moved to Puri. Every year, Puri shows us the meaning of collective strength, Rath Yatra. This spirit is central to our energy transition. India will move forward when states, industries, innovations, and communities pull in the same direction with shared resolve. Odisha has a history of taking early steps in the power sector, whether in reforms, grid managements, or preparing for renewable integration. We now build on this foundation with a clear vision. By 2030, we aim for a strong shift towards renewable energy across industry and agriculture. By 2036, when Odisha turns 100, we want to be a leading center for clean energy, manufacturing, and green hydrogen. By 2047, we hope to anchor the net zero industrial ecosystem based on cleaner fuels, circular systems, and innovation. These goals are not statements of ambition. They are commitments we intend to deliver through partnership, policy clarity, and steady progress. GELS has been created with one idea in mind: energy's transition must be built together. States need a space where they can exchange solutions, test ideas, and learn from one another. Industry needs a platform to bring innovation and investment closer to national goals. And global partners need an open and trusted environment to collaborate with India. This summit provides that space. GELS is designed to show that India welcomes new ideas, new technologies, and long-term partnerships. The summit aims to be net zero in its operation, using eco-friendly material and offsetting its footprint through plantation and reuse. We are grateful to all our partners, including institutions like Tony Blair Institute and IIT Kanpur, for helping shape this platform of cooperation. As we begin this important summit, I want to share a simple thought: real change grows when people move together in one direction. That is the strength behind GELS, brings together the center and states, industries and researchers, global experts and local communities. From the radiance of Konark to the sacred shores of Puri, a new chapter of India's energy journey is opening today. Odisha is honored to host this beginning and will continue to play its part with responsibility and resolve for future GLS. Thank you all for joining us. May Lord Jagannath bless the summit with wisdom, cooperation, and success. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm welcome and also for explaining and shedding light on the vision behind GLS 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very delighted to have representation from 7 states for this summit today, despite flight disruptions. And we are very honored to have the presence of Shri Ashish Sood, Honorable Minister of Power, Delhi, who's also in charge of home education, urban development, higher education and training, and technical education. A seasoned political leader and social activist with an extensive record of public service, he believes that clean energy is not tomorrow's dream, but today's responsibility. May I now request him to address this gathering.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Cabinet Minister, respected Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Mohan Majhi ji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Shri Singh-Dev ji, Power Minister from Rajasthan, Honorable Shri Hiralal ji, Chief Secretary Odisha, Shri Manoj Ahuja ji, Professor Anup Singh ji from IIT Kanpur, representatives from Bill Gates, Tony Blair Foundation, and the Principal Secretary Power Odisha government, and friends from industry and media. At the outset, I extend my gratitude to the government of Odisha for hosting all of us at GELS Puri. The enthusiasm, expertise, and diversity gathered here gives me a confidence that this forum will not become ceremonial formality, but a genuine solution-driven platform for India's power sector. It must be seen in sync with existing power infrastructure, especially during the critical transition phase. The next decade of India's energy journey will depend on how effectively we modernize, stabilize, digitalize, and secure our grids while integrating rising demands, exploding EV loads, and rapid. Delhi holds a unique position in this national conversation. As a landlocked megacity with one of the highest consumption densities in India, we have no coal or hydro, but we face some of the steepest demand curves in the country. Peak loads intensified by the urban heat island effects in summer push our networks to its limits. Our urban settlements planned decades ago now require deep rethinking. We have discussed reducing energy consumption by 50% by redesigning cities into 15 minutes urban models. It is a reminder that energy planning, it is a reminder to all of us, and especially the experts, that energy planning is also city planning. The way dense cities evolve will determine the shape of the energy transition. Delhi, because of its constraints, is naturally positioned to lead the urban energy transition. These constraints have pushed innovations. We deployed India's first and South Asia's largest BESS, battery energy storage system in Kilokri, Delhi, proving that even a congested urban village can host cutting-edge storage. We introduced Delhi's digital twin architecture in Janakpuri, which monitors the grid in real time, predicts faults, and reduces outages before even the citizens notice them. The question we grapple with are the same questions which are faced by every state. How do we plan for the long-term and short-term power sufficiency? How do we build state-level and national-level power master plans that reflect renewable variability, climate risk, and evolving demands? How do we build storage ecosystem that stabilizes the grids? How do we integrate EV charging without overwhelming feeders? How do we prepare for cyber risk on an increasingly digital grid? And how do we develop distributed energy markets, peer-to-peer solar trading, backchain-based energy settlements, community storage that complement the traditional grid instead of disrupting it? These are not theoretical concerns, but operational realities, and no state is alone. Another area that deserves deeper national rethinking is the role of interstate partnership, for which We should all thank Odisha government for planning this GELS. Delhi simply cannot generate the volume of green energy it needs. We must explore city to city grid corridors. This model can reduce overall system costs while supporting national renewable integration. It also aligns with recent remarks of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in Hyderabad that the government is examining the possibility of opening nuclear sector to the private participation. Such reforms can reshape India's baseload architecture in the coming decade, and states must prepare for this evolution. Over the next 2 days, I hope we emerge not only with the rich discussion, but with clarity. We need a unified cybersecurity framework for SCADA, AMI, and EV chargers. We need PPP models to expand underground cabling and digital infrastructure. We need a roadmap to integrate rooftop solars, storage, and demand-side management at scale. And we need an actionable, ambitious GELS Puri declaration that advances India's transition in a realistic manner. Delhi has come to this forum not only to showcase its innovations, but to learn from every state represented here. Together, I believe we can craft blueprints for India's next generation grid that is clean, reliable, affordable, and resilient. I look forward for the next 2 days of meaningful dialogue and collaboration, and thank you for inviting Delhi here, for sharing its views, and I hope the discussions here in the next 2 days will make this learning a permanent feature, with GLS leading the way, and Odisha government and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and the Energy Minister, who has taken up the lead, leading the way for the clean and self-reliant states in this field of power. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Delhi.
Thank you so much, sir, for your positive address and your valuable insights. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us on stage Shri Hira Lal Nagar, Honorable Minister of State, Energy, Rajasthan. Under his leadership, Rajasthan is working towards becoming an energy surplus state with a strong push to expand solar generation capacity. The state has been advancing efforts to enhance energy production and attract large-scale renewable investment, positioning Rajasthan as a major force in India's energy transition. May I now request him to address this gathering. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
आज हम सभी देश के इस पूर्वी राज्य उड़ीसा में ग्लोबल एनर्जी समिट के माध्यम से मिल रहे हैं, और मैं सबसे पहले तो माननीय मुख्यमंत्री मोहन जी मांझी का धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि आपने इस सूर्य नगरी में, जगन्नाथ जी की नगरी में सबको बुला करके और हमें दर्शन का अवसर भी दिया और यहाँ बुलाया, इसलिए आपका बहुत बहुत आभार और धन्यवाद। इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे बीच में न्यू रिन्यूएबल मिनिस्टर सम्माननीय प्रहलाद जोशी जी, कनकवर्धन सिंह जी उप मुख्यमंत्री उड़ीसा, आशीष सूद जी ऊर्जा मंत्री दिल्ली प्रदेश, मनोज आहूजा जी चीफ सेक्रेटरी, प्रोफेसर अनूप सिंह जी आईआईटी कानपुर से, विशाल कुमार देव जी प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी ऊर्जा, और टोनी ब्लेयर फाउंडेशन के सभी सहयोगी। आज हम सभी को एक सुखद अनुभव भी हो रहा है, और इस उड़ीसा राज्य में यहाँ सूर्य नगरी में आकर के, और जो हम ग्लोबल एनर्जी समिट के माध्यम से एक चर्चा कर रहे हैं कि देश में किस तरह से हम इस ऊर्जा की आवश्यकता की पूर्ति के लिए एक दूसरे राज्य से सहयोग करके और कैसे इसको आगे बढ़ाएं, और कैसे हमारी आने वाली जो चुनौती है 2047 की, उसको पूरा करने के लिए हम सब मिल कर के और आगे बढ़ेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से ये चुनौती जो है वो पूरी होगी। और इस चुनौती को पूरा करने के लिए मैं हमारे न्यू रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी मिनिस्टर प्रहलाद जोशी जी का धन्यवाद भी देना चाहूँगा कि राजस्थान उस मोदी जी की जो चैलेंज है, उनका जो विजन है, उसको आगे बढ़ाने में निरंतर काम कर रहा है। ये सूर्य नगरी में सूर्य देव भगवान यहाँ से उगते हैं, लेकिन इन सूर्य भगवान का आशीर्वाद जितना राजस्थान को है, जो हमारा राजस्थान का पूर्वी भाग जो रेगिस्तान के नाम से जाना जाता है और वहाँ पर अपार भूभाग है, कभी वो रेतीले टीले हुआ करते थे, आज वो रेतीले टीले सोना उगल रहे हैं और राजस्थान में सूर्य की आशीर्वाद से वहाँ पर हम लगभग 32,000 मेगावाट का सोलर एनर्जी को वहाँ से प्रोड्यूस करके और पूरे देश की रोशन करने का काम राजस्थान कर रहा है। और इसी तरह से हमारी लगभग 40,000 मेगावाट की और परियोजनाएं अभी पाइपलाइन में हैं, जिनको हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। हमने एक हमारी राजस्थान की एक लैंड आवंटन को लेकर के 2024 की एक न्यू रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी और उसकी जो एक पॉलिसी बनाई है, उसमें वहाँ आने वाले जो भी हमारे इन्वेस्टर हैं उनके लिए हम प्राथमिकता के आधार पर उनको ज़मीन भी आवंटन कर रहे हैं, वहाँ इन्वेस्ट करने वालों को हम प्रोत्साहन भी कर रहे हैं। और हमारा जो समिट हुआ था पिछला राजस्थान का, आज भी ये अभी 10 तारीख को उसका 1 साल होगा, और उस रिन्यूएबल राजस्थान की समिट में लगभग 35 लाख करोड़ के एमओयू हुए थे, उसमें से 28 लाख करोड़ के एमओयू ऊर्जा सेक्टर के राजस्थान में हुए थे। उनको लगातार हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं और इन्वेस्टर वहाँ आकर के और देश के विभिन्न भागों से हमारी सोलर की जो वहाँ पर एक आधार है, हमारा ज़मीन का हमारे पास भूखंड है, तो उसको आकर के सब इन्वेस्टमेंट वहाँ कर रहे हैं। मैं यहाँ आए हुए जो भी इस क्षेत्र के लोग हैं, हम आपस में कैसे मिलकर के, चाहे वो रिन्यूएबल के क्षेत्र में राजस्थान, आज हमने लगभग बैटरी स्टोरेज के भी 6,000 मेगावाट के टेंडर हम कर चुके हैं, जो कि कुछ यूनिटें हमारी चालू होने वाली है और कुछ पाइपलाइन में है। और उसके अलावा भी हमने पार्क डेवलप हम कर रहे हैं, जिसमें और 6,000 मेगावाट के नए बैटरी स्टोरेज के साथ 12,000 मेगावाट का सोलर लेके आएंगे। तो इस तरह के कई प्रोजेक्ट हम वहाँ राजस्थान में कर रहे हैं। और मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारी जो पीक हावर्स की डिमांड आज जो सबकी चुनौती है, उसको पूरा करने के लिए बैटरी स्टोरेज के माध्यम से सोलर से चार्ज करके रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी को जो हम राजस्थान में विकास कर रहे हैं, और उसके लिए हमें केंद्र से जो सहयोग मिल रहा है, लगभग 6,000 मेगावाट के हमारे बैटरी स्टोरेज के लिए केंद्र से हमें बीजीएफ भी मिला है, जिससे हम उनको पूरा करने में सहयोग कर पा रहे हैं और आगे बढ़ा पा रहे हैं। तो मैं इस अवसर पर यही कहूँगा कि हम आपस में मिलकर के बैठ के चर्चा करें, और क्या राजस्थान किसी भी प्रदेश के लिए अपने सूर्य की जो हमारी वहाँ पर जो रेडिएशन है उसका उपयोग करते हुए वहाँ से हम सोलर का प्रोडक्शन करें, और बाकी राज्यों के लिए भी कैसे हमें ज़रूरत को पूरा करने में काम करेंगे, इसके ऊपर बैठ के हम चर्चा भी करेंगे। आज जो 500 मेगावाट का हमारा 2030 तक की जो हमारी 500 गीगावाट की जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो सपना है कि हम 2030 तक 500 गीगावाट को लेकर के आएंगे, उसमें राजस्थान को भी लगभग 125 गीगावाट का जो हमने लक्ष्य रखा है, और उसको हम लेकर के आगे बढ़ रहे हैं और निरंतर उसका प्रयास कर रहे हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि हम इस यहाँ की इस उड़ीसा की इस पुरी की हमारी नगरी से सब मिलकर के और हमारे आगे बढ़ेंगे, और आने वाले समय में राजस्थान अपनी ज़रूरतों को तो पूरा करने में सक्षम होगा ही सही, लेकिन हम देश की उस चुनौती को भी पूरा करने में सक्षम होंगे, जहाँ से रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के लिए हमें जीरो कार्बन नेट मीटिंग पर जाना है। तो उसके लिए राजस्थान एक बहुत बड़ी भूमिका निभाएगा। आप सभी को मैं पुनः धन्यवाद देते हुए यहाँ सबको माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने बुलाया, उनके लिए आपका आभार और धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
माननीय मंत्री जी के प्रेरणादायक अभिभाषण के लिए धन्यवाद। Ladies and gentlemen, we are now pleasured, delighted to bring you a message from the former British Prime Minister, Mr. Tony Blair, whose global leadership through the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change has long championed climate responsibility, sustainable growth, and international cooperation on energy and environment. So let's take a look at his message now.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to send my warmest greetings to all of you gathered for the Global Energy Leaders Summit in Puri. And let me begin by congratulating the government of Odisha and Deputy Chief Minister KB Singh Deo for convening this important meeting of union and state energy ministers, and for bringing together such an impressive group of leaders, experts, and innovators. It speaks to Odisha's confidence and also its clarity of purpose. So this summit comes at a moment of genuine global urgency. Across the world, nations are wrestling with the same question. How do we secure affordable, reliable energy while moving towards a cleaner future? These are not challenges any country can meet alone. They demand what Odisha has recognized: collaboration, shared learning, and the courage to think long-term. Energy transitions succeed not when one government acts, but when many governments over time pull in the same direction. During my time as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I saw firsthand that ambition only takes you so far. To deliver real change, you need strong policy design, investment in clean technologies, and then deep cooperation across every layer of government. That's what helped us at the time put the UK on a credible pathway towards a cleaner future. And the lesson still holds today. Ambition becomes achievement only when it's matched by sustained action. What Odisha has initiated through this first Global Energy Leaders Summit reflects precisely that spirit of action. By focusing on energy sufficiency and on balancing ecological responsibility with economic growth and encouraging innovation, this summit is creating a forum where you as decision makers can confront frontier issues head on, honestly, constructively, and with a view to real solutions. And the opportunities in all this. Reliable, affordable energy doesn't just change systems, it changes people's lives. And clean growth, if done right, doesn't just reduce emissions, it strengthens competitiveness. And as I've often said, the green transition, if done in the right way with the right policies, is not a cost to be managed, but a chance that can be seized. At the Tony Blair Institute, we're proud to support governments across Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean as they navigate these choices. Whether it's helping the Philippines identify some $35 billion in potential savings by blending gas with variable renewables, supporting major hydropower investments in Mozambique in Africa, or advising countries advancing nuclear power, our focus is always the same: energy security, lower costs, and sustainable growth that improves national competitiveness. So I wish you all a productive, thoughtful, inspiring summit, and I look forward to the outcomes that emerge from your work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Mr. Blair. A big round of applause for him for his wonderful message. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now move to a very important moment, the release of the GELS 2025 coffee table book, Odisha's Energy Renaissance. I'll request our esteemed dignitaries on dais to kindly release the coffee table. Wonderful. Well, now it gives us immense pleasure to announce the launch of the special commemorative souvenir developed in collaboration with eLED's Technomedia. I request the esteemed dignitaries to once again release the souvenir, the Odisha Energy Leadership Souvenir 2025. Thank you so much to all our esteemed dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very privileged today to have the esteemed presence of Shri Prahlad Joshi, Honorable Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, for the inaugural ceremony of the Global Energy Leaders Summit 2025. Under his leadership, India's clean energy mission has gained extraordinary momentum globally, a remarkable rise powered by bold policies and decisive execution. Guided by the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of an energy-resilient, self-reliant and future-ready India, the ministry has accelerated transformative initiatives from scaling renewable energy parks and rooftop solar to driving the national green hydrogen mission and building an ecosystem where clean energy becomes a driver of industry, jobs, and global competitiveness. As India enters a defining phase of its energy growth story, it is our honor to now invite Shri Prahlad Joshi to deliver the keynote address at the Global Energy Leaders Summit 2025.
The successful Chief Minister, Sri Mohan Majhi, Sri Kanakavardhan Singh Devji, Deputy Chief Minister of Odisha, who very much insisted me to be here